We started off the ag market trade today with a bit of a negative sentiment to begin the day. Things turned around a little bit at midday on the grain side. It's time now for our closing market summary, and I'm joined by Ethan Robson of agmarket.net. Ethan, how did we end up in the grain trade today?
Yeah, mixed bag today in the grains and oilseeds complex today. Corn and wheat ended the day lower. Soybeans ended up the day higher. Going over the quote board though, March corn down 5.25 cents, May corn down 6 cents as well. Reminder for those who have March basis or HTAs, gonna need to price those in the next week and a half, give or take. New crop soybeans up penny and 3/4, a little bit off the highs there, 11.34 3/4. Wheat market's down 10 cents in March, 5 in the defers.
And at midday today, Ethan, we did see a little bit of support for the soybean complex. What did you point to as driving that, and why do you think we ended up with that number back about where it started here today?
Yeah, I had a Nobel Crush report come out at 11 a.m. Central Time. Sure, that had a little bit to do with that. Crush ended up being above the trade estimates as well, so that was good to see there. All in all, the main story continues to remain as it does, and if when China does buy that extra 8 million metric tons of soybeans and South America weather. Right now, both seem on the quiet side today. South America is down on holiday for their carnival. And then, quick reminder too that the Chinese are out for Chinese New Year as well. So just really a quiet tone today with those two sides of the marketplace not active.
And how does that affect then traders here in the United States, Ethan? Do they take note of, for example, China not trading right now and over the holiday period? Does that affect trading for American traders?
It does a little bit, just overall money flow and just the psychology of the marketplace to know, okay, one of the largest soybean purchaser for US is going to be quiet for the next couple of days, next week or so. And so that just adds another component for the marketplace to pay attention to. And so relatively quiet day all in all, no major new news to trade. And so the market's just kind of stagnant right now.
And we've talked a lot here in recent days about the trade deal between the United States and Taiwan. And as we know, China is going to be heavily involved in paying attention to anything that happens with Taiwan. So, how does that factor into where we stand right now in the trade landscape?
It does. It just adds another component that traders and the trades are going to have to pay attention to. We all know that China, Taiwan, obviously that's a big turning point right there for U.S.-China relations. And so that's kind of what the marketplace is trying to decide is, okay, how does that trade deal affect U.S.-China relations? And does China continue to make that 8 million metric ton purchase, even though we're a dollar plus more expensive than Brazil? We've seen it the first time, obviously, in October, November, Chinese making those purchases just to keep tariffs lower for the rest of their goods. And so, whether we like it or not, US and China need each other. We're both each other's largest trade partners. And so, one of those things that we both need each other to keep each other's economy stable.
Rising tide lifts all boats in that situation for sure. Let's talk about the livestock side of the trade today, Ethan. Different story there is there was some bullish sentiment in the livestock markets.
There is, yeah. Green on the screen across the board there, and both the live cattle and lean hogs today. Charts look good, was able to gap higher. Haven't been able to get above highs yet, but overall market sentiment just overall changing there. Just fundamentals continue to rule the story, tight fundamentals in both the live and feeder cattle sector.
And have you been following along on any of the cash trade that's taken place? I heard some big numbers that were traded, or some cash trade numbers from Friday that were really big and some impressive numbers.
There are, yeah. Cash trade continues to edge it higher here as demand for both beef and protein continue to remain high. The American consumer loves their beef, and until prices get high enough that the American consumer steps back, trade's going to continue, and so that's definitely a bullish factor for this marketplace right now.
Something we've talked a lot about with different ag groups, including NCBA at CattleCon here recently. Protein is having a moment right now, and that certainly helps out the American animal agriculture industry. He is Ethan Robson of agmarket.net. Ethan, what's the best way for our viewers to get in touch for more marketing information?
Yeah, visit us online at agmarket.net, test our MyFarm software or any of our intel. Better yet, call us here in Bloomington Normal. Be happy to help. 1-800-779-1515.
He's Ethan Robson joining me here today on the Closing Market Summary. Ethan, thanks so much for the time. Always appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.
You as well. Thank you.